Hello, friends and fellow farmers. It looks like Tanya is waiting for you at your Sunhaven farm. Seems like she has an important news to deliver to you. Alright, we woke up. Urgent summons. So we concluded the Dynas thing. I wasn't thinking we actually had to go and talk to him or confront him. Down to lobby. We'll skip watering the plants. I think we might be at an ending. I actually had to look this up because I was so kind of... No, I want to go to the sewers. So sort of like... baffled. I did remember that in the past there was vaguely I think the ending actually was quite abrupt previously, and then they added the 1.1 patch which sort of added an epilogue, and I think that might be what we're at now, but there was a lot of complaining early on that the ending, and I thought, oh, that won't affect me because it's so far in the future, but I think that was a thing that people were miffed about, and then I think they kind of fixed it. So we'll see if that is a thing for us. Okay, that's that. Alright, here's Tanya. I don't know if this is going to be an important thing. Hey there, farmer. I was delivering the Daily Mail when Archmajor herself stopped me. Apparently she needed me to tell you to visit her in Town Hall right away. It seemed urgent. She was frazzled, to say the least. Excited? I mean, talking 100 words a second. She's normally not so formal and composed. Whatever she needs to tell you, I'd get there as soon as you can. Alright. Quest summons. This seems like this must be it. So yeah, I'll continue. I'll dabble my thought. I'm assuming we're kind of at the ending here. Then we'll sort of give my final thoughts here, I think, as we go, because I suspect we're kind of reached really close for the evening. It's 8 a.m. Okay, I'll start saying my final thoughts. I don't think I'll end up worrying about most of these things out here as well. Yeah, I've enjoyed the game overall. I think there's been moments where I definitely have not enjoyed this game. I think the controller support is kind of crummy, and I really am stunned that it wasn't built with controller support in mind. I mean, like, it just doesn't make sense. Especially since this game seems well suited to console or Switch or whatever. So, again, just from a design point of view, that strikes me as insane. But there's probably some technical reasons I don't understand because I'm not a game designer. So, who knows? And this game may have been started development before the Switch even. I don't know. So, that's my biggest complaint really about the game. Hodge, there you are. What's going on? You won't believe this, but Withergate and Navari have just reached out to me. Official correspondence came this morning. Navari Messenger came riding on a cloud. Great way to get around, if you ask me. That's incredible. It gets even better, Hodge. Leadership from both cities want to meet us in Sunhaven to pledge pacts of peace. Here in Sunhaven? Unless they mean another Sunhaven, but I don't believe that's the case. Tee-hee. There's to be a great ceremony, of course, to welcome our honored guests from Navari and Withergate. We actually were wondering if I could gather a few things for the ceremony. I guess you come to expect being asked to get supplies, aren't you? But I also wanted to ask you to attend the ceremony. You're the one we want to thank. Yeah, I guess so. I knew we could count on you. Hodge, I have some things to prepare. Are you need like 75,000 stone and 200,000 logs? Because that feels like what we're going to need. What do I need? Speak to Bernard. My dude, what do I need? Ah, there you are. I have the list of required provisions right here. It's quite a lot, but I'm sure I'll be able to manage just fine. You are a hero. Oh my god. For the celebratory pastries and cakes is 400 wheat. That's a lot, but alright. After that, we need wood to construct a grand stage for the ceremony. It should take about 900 logs. That's not so bad, 900. Of course, we need a lot of tablecloths and napkins. We expect quite a lot of guests. We'll need about 1,200 silk. That's a lot of silk. Indeed, but I'm confident you can gather what we need. Speaking of the grand stage, we'll need a lot of nails. Solon can handle forging the nails we prime with roughly 4,000 copper bars. Oh dear, are you feeling well? Your jaw is hanging quite low. Are you going to say something? I'm going to vomit everywhere. Well, the last thing we need is fish. Lucia insists we prepare grilled fish. Maybe a lot of people, so 13,000 blue tang isn't too much. Pass out. Something inside of your brain gives up. You wobble on your feet. The world is spinning around you. This does seem to be making fun of itself. Bernard asks, but it's still... Bernard asks if you're alright, but you don't hear him. You're too busy passing out from all the mountains of blue tang you have to catch. Alright. Where are you? Something about blue tang? Your head hurts? Whoa, take it easy. You're alright, Hodge. Emmett carried you here. They said you suddenly fainted in town hall. Hey now, just calm down. It's gonna be okay. You hit your head pretty hard on the floor when you collapsed. I examined you for injuries and you seem alright. If you can stop mumbling about fish, I'll discharge you. Alright, I'm okay. Alright, you're good to go. Just be careful. You can't go around fainting all over the place like that. How am I ever gonna collect all that stuff? Okay. Check your mailbox. So is somebody going to help us out? I feel like we might get some help. Because that would be insane. But that is funny and very on point. Because this game had... That was going to be my second complaint, is that I do think there was a lot of padding. Is that a sack of letters? They aren't all for you. You better check that out. Yeah, they probably put the wood in here. Every letter is addressed to you. Who could have sent them all? You open up the first letter. Hey Hodge, I heard Bernard was asking you for a load of stuff. I thought I'd help out a bit. Here's a bundle of blue tang. Well, that's a start. A bundle of copper? Well, that's not much, but only start. Only 3,952 more to go. There's hundreds of letters. Who else sent you something? You open a letter. I heard you needed help. It was all I could do to get on such notice. I hope it helps. I found this wheat growing in Liam's field. I mined some of this for you. Hope it helps. I had some extra silk. Hope the wood helps. I chopped it myself. You've done so much around town. I wanted to help out. You needed help, right, farmer? Go on, take it. Heard you needed help. Well pitched in a bin. I hope this helps. Hey, farmer. I thought it was going to just continue going on for 300 letters. There's so many gifts in these letters, a little bit from everyone. They must have heard you needed help. You collect and count all the donations. You tally 13,000 blue tang, 4,000 copper bars, 1,200 silk, 900 logs, and 399 wheat. Bernard's big bundle. Hey, farmer. It's one of the kids. Mama was talking about Topi's mama, and she said you had a mental breakdown at the town hall earlier, because Bernard said you had to get a lot of stuff. Oh, that was earlier in the game. I had that, and then I recovered. Oh, yeah, I kind of heard. Everyone else said they're going to help. I wanted to help, too. I was growing this wheat so I can make Mama a cake, but you can have a farmer. Okay, Pod. I want to help. Come on, farmer. All right, thank you. So there we go. There's the 400 wheat. Mama said there's going to be a big party. You should go give that stuff to town hall so we can have that. I do like the sense of humor about that. I will give it that. I was expecting, and I'm going to guess that everybody was expecting the worst, so that is a pretty good joke. I was truly anticipating that they were going to ask for some of those things. I thought, oh my gosh, there's no. No. All right, Bernard, here's your... I don't even know how I carried all of this. Oh dear, it's so many fish. I have Emma to get to work right away, but I must say I wasn't expecting you to have obtained everything so incredibly soon. I had a little help from my friends. Everything seems to be here and accounted for, but you gathered everything a bit early. It will be some time before the political parties arrive. When will they get here? I'm not sure. Lucia left this morning to organize everything. It could be weeks, though. Perhaps it will likely be several seasons. And here's everybody. Oh, never mind. Here they are. The moment is finally here. Negotiations were brief but fruitful. Myself and the leaders of Navarre and Withergate have only a few final things to decide upon. Hey Darius, what's with the box? Curse that stupid mutt. I knew this human disguise was complete rubbish. Is something amusing, Zyla? Huh? Amusing? Oh no, I just have something in my throat. Ahem. We have but a few more things to arrange for the announcement of our peace treaties. Peace treaties? Oh, that is right, Hodge. Your Archmage is very tactful in her politics, though it did not take much convincing to reach the conclusion that there should be peace and friendship between our people. Though I must say, the trip between our two cities was quite the trek. These old bones weren't made for such long walks. Ho ho ho. Politics is a pleasure when you're working with someone who's wise and kind as yourself, Corwin, and don't be silly. You're still spry as springtime. Thanks for saying so, Archmage, but I'm afraid my age is starting to catch up with me, ho-ho. Come, friends, let us finalize the details. Hodge, we're going to assemble the whole town in a special ceremonial meeting. You obviously must be there. We'll take care of the details. Simply let my clerk know when you're ready to commence the ceremony. Okay. Let's do that. I believe everything is in good order. Do make sure you're wearing your very best outfit, and the time of day is agreeable with you. We will commence the ceremony immediately on your word. So you're prepared? Let's go. I guess we're gonna get a proper ending now. I must drink my water in preparation of the words. Lucia, people of Sunhaven, we gather here at the beginning of an amazing new moment in history. Not just Sunhaven's history, of course, but also of Withergate and Navarre. Withergate? The monster town? But what of the monster folk, the darkness? Navarre, isn't that some old fairy tale? Look at those ferocious demons, they've come to conquer Sunhaven. Yeah, crowds are the worst. I don't know about you, but the demon with the sword could conquer me any day. I have a buddy who's an elf. He don't look like those guys up there. Oh my, ho-ho, the people seem to be divided in their feelings. Elder Gorwin, are you sure about this? Let the Archmage finish speaking, Wesley. She knows her own people far better than you or me. I know what you will have heard, the rumors of Withergate and of the darkness, but Hodge, hero of Sunhaven, has defeated the darkness. They confronted the mighty Dynus Moondragon. The crowd grows silent, everyone waiting to hear what is said next. I have with me a representative of the city of Withergate. Darius is Withergate's prince, and he has come to say something to all of you. Hear my words, people of Sunhaven. Withergate only wishes to be left in peace. Dynus has agreed to keep his darkness no further than our borders. The monster folk wish none of you harm. Withergate is here to stay, and so long as you wish us no harm, then there is nothing to fear. Hushed whispers are traded throughout the crowd. It seems not everyone trusts the demon prince at his word, but they're willing to give it a chance. Maybe in time suspicion will turn to friendship? Of course, the elven village of Navari is also here with us today. Gorwyn is the village elder, leader of the elves. Navari and Sunhaven have shared a little history together, but Gorwyn agrees that it is time to change that. Hello everyone, I'm Gorwyn, elder of the Navari. Navari has been isolated for a very long time. Despite being so close to Sunhaven, a future where Sunhaven and Navari lived side by side rather than apart did not seem likely. Until Hodge showed us up at our doors. Of course, ho-ho, if the people of this town are even half as noble as Hodge, then I believe we shall have no problems becoming good friends. The crowd cheers, cheering out your name. People clap, seemingly excited and hopeful to learn more about the lost elven village. Although I must confess that for as much as I want Sunhaven and Navari to open up to one another, it is not my station to make such a decree. Elder Gorwyn, what do you mean? It's decreeing friendship with Hodge and Sunhaven the whole reason we came here? It is, my apprentice, but only the elder may decree such a thing. What do you mean, elder? We have an elder. Oh, no, you don't mean me, do you? But I'm retiring. There is a new age on the horizon, and I'm old. There will be more meetings between Sunhaven and Navari, and truth told, I think I'd like to take a break. Retiring, but Navari, what will we do without an elder? And what about peace? Wesley, my dearest friend, Navari does have an elder. What? Starting from this moment, you, Wesley, are elven elder of Navari. Oh, I see. All right, then. And he passes out. That's pretty cute. Oh dear, someone please fetch Wesley, elven elder, a glass of water. Hold on, Lucia, I think he's starting to come to. Are you quite alright, Wesley? Snap out of it. That's a cute little animation. Aye. The little green elf isn't going to fall over again, is he? I'm fine, I'm just, Well, Elder, what do you say to Sunhaven's proposition of friendship? Oh, yes, that. As Elder, I accept. Thanks in large part to the efforts of Hodge, Navari, and Sunhaven shall, be friends. Wonderful, Elder. See, you were perfectly ready for the job. Ho-ho. The crowd, not entirely certain what all the talk about elders is about, still cheers in excitement as the Elder Elven's decree. This is the beginning of a new era, one where Navarians and monsterfolk will be able to live together with Sunhaven. Let old suspicions wither. It's time to grow the sprout of friendship. Let us stand together under the light of a new day, for Sunhaven, for Withergate, and for Navari. And, there we go. Well done, Hodge. You have brought friendship between Sunhaven and his neighbors, though it shall take time for the peoples of each land to truly begin to trust each other. This is the first and biggest step towards that end. More than that, however, you have humbled the prideful Dynus. You braved the dark swamps, ventured deep into the mystical elven forests. You've done more than any could have ever expected of you. I know that it was fate that brought you to Sunhaven. I am pleased that you didn't rely on the power of Glorite. You knew that the power within you was enough. But rest now here. Our world is large and there are lands yet undiscovered. It may be that heroes still will be needed. When that time comes, it will be you that I count on. Until then, enjoy the fruits of your victories, relax and live your life. Sunhaven's future burns bright, and you deserve to bask in it. Alright, we got some rewards. I'm going to take the... I guess I'm going to take the mana now, because I probably don't need the health. Duh. Okay, touch the water, and yeah, that's it. Okay. Now, is that it? I don't have any local quests. So now what I'm going to do, because I don't actually... I've got 4,200 tickets, but I don't really need the tickets. I'm going to head out to Withergate, and I am going to... try and we're going to check out that bottom area because that was the thing I wanted to do. It's only 9 a.m. so we've got time here. Withergate outskirts, yeah. Oh no, I want to go to the apartments, never mind. There we go. Now I go talk to this dude. What he's selling. Okay, for 400 tickets, a sewer barn access key. I should hope it fits the door. We just spent 400 tickets on it. Oh, okay. And so what? I gotta put animal food here, and I can raise monsters here. I see. Oh, that's neat. Cool. It was bugging me. I really wanted to know what was behind this door. I see. And so then these could become pets. And so we can choose one. And I'm assuming, are these mounts or something? Like, let's see here. You want to buy some? What are you selling? A werewolf, a mimic, a sandworm, a metallic dragon. Counts as 2 barn animals. Dragons are consume metallic scales. They shed metal. Silkworm. Oh, neat. Okay. This worm, silk. Scavenge. They love scavenging glorite. And then concrete, sandworm. Oh, interesting. Unrefined metal. A mimic is spare change they find. That's interesting. Counts as 2 barn. Okay, let's buy one of those and let's get some animal food. Let's go put this in here. Okay, so we should be able to pop those out of the way, pop that down there, pop that out of the way, pop that down there. Okay, and then we could put the food. We don't have an auto feeder here, do we? Alright, so I'm guessing I could get one. And there we go, we get some unrefined metal out of them. So that's cute. I like how that worked. That's kind of a neat thing. Okay, so we've got all these quests out here. I don't think I care. Let's go. So this Midnight Isle business, I don't know what that is. I'm curious about that. I don't know if that's going to be DLC or if that's something that actually it opens up. I have no idea. But I do feel like that might be it. But is there anything? We don't have anything else to do in Novari. Let's go see if we need to talk to anyone in town. It is weird. Yeah, not getting definitive like credit roll is confusing because you're like, are we finished or what's the deal? Hey, Lucia. Is there anything you'd like to know? Okay, that's that. Whoa, calm down. Huh. So I didn't end up reaching the bottom of the mines, which I don't think matters. There's lots of things we didn't actually complete, but I'd say we did a pretty good job overall. I'm happy with the way most of the game went, I think. I think other than, some of the grindiness did seem like for the sake of itself. Like it was a little like ridiculous. There was moments of that for sure. It felt like, it put a lot of unnecessary grind in our way. So yeah, it's a clothing store. So yeah, there's things like aesthetic things that we could, have fixed up. That's just kind of cool. And then here would be all the blossoms that we would need. I'm guessing. Is it? Maybe not. Summer chest plate. 5, crafted by elemental smiths. And I need these summer ticket. Oh, I see. I need the summer, whatever you call it. Summer tokens. I see. I have like a pile of them at home. So we could buy some summer armor. That would be nice. So there is a lot of if you really want to play this game a specific way, I like that it does have options for you. You can get, out of control for whatever it is you want to do. That's always fun. So I think early on my feeling was that the game did a lot of things and it didn't seem necessarily that it was like, doing any, it was almost trying to be too much for too many. And it didn't seem to have the focus that you would hope it would have. I don't know if if that's fully in the end how I feel about it. I think it had, I don't know. I have very mixed feelings. I think it definitely dragged a little bit, and it definitely had, yeah, we have tons of, look at that, we have 300, so we could probably buy some stuff. You know, there's a lot. Some of it did not feel essential. The number of crafting tables, you know, that seemed a little insane. Although the search function in them is good, I think they're well implemented. I think the art was fantastic in this game. I think that, to me, that was my number one thing that drew me into the game, and I think the number one thing that maybe kept me going through the game was how well done the art is. So whoever the artist is, or artists, you know, definitely kudos to you, because you did a great job. Yeah, I think that was probably the best thing going here. Just the attention to detail. I mean, like, everything has such a beautiful attention to detail, so that really pays out, I think. And I do like, you know, the variety and stuff, like, you know, a lot of games have, but relying on some of those varieties for quest completions and stuff, that hurts. But I get, you know, you're wanting to, you know, make that work. Oh wow, the summer helmet is 200 alone. We get the gloves. Okay, so, you know, really. Crops grow faster. Wow, we can get that. That's 500 though. I only have 300. That's crazy. So we could buy it with cash. We could buy a bunch. There's 500 remaining, so we could buy 500 with money. So that's interesting. You could just use your cash to do this. And then you could buy stuff. So I only had enough to do that. So I got 800, so I could buy like the summer chest plate. I don't think I really need that. Let's get the fertilizer. 80% chance to resist burning. That's kind of nice. And increases your movement speed by 30%. What? Wow. So again, some of these things are ludicrous. Those are some nice buffs. So I think all told, like, there's a lot of really cool ideas in this game. That's maybe the biggest thing I've enjoyed about it, is that it tried to reinvent a few things, I think, in the genre. All told, though, yeah, I quite liked the things it was trying to accomplish. Wow, this thing is ludicrous. Okay, so yeah, you really want that like in the middle. Let's put that there. And then this thing here, we're going to put over here. There you go. And then those two things will keep our farm growing well and keep it cool. So that's nice. Everybody's happy. I think, you know, the abundancy of resources, things like that, that was quite nicely done. I think it works well. You know, the fact that you are so powerful in the end, and that it did almost make me think they were going to require that I provide all those resources, because you almost could, because you do get so many things. It did make you feel like, hey, this is going to be a real thing. Thankfully, it was not. Let's eat that. Yeah, I think the art style, though, is one of my favorite things. I think the way inventory could have been better. That's a perennial complaint I have of all games. So I think we could always do inventory better. Inventory is always a rough spot, I think, in games. Very seldomly have I seen inventory where you're like, yeah, that's good inventory. That's the inventory we wanted. Okay, so let's get our well as well. Let's see what is this going to do for us. I'm going to put it over here. No, this is a wishing well. What does that mean? Oh, does this just water my crops, or what does this do? I do not know. Huh. What did I do with my pickaxe? I don't even know. Did I sell it? No? Is it in my inventory? No. Did I put it? I must have put it in a chest. Did I put it in one of these? There's my pickaxe. I don't even know how I did that. Alright. So, wishing well, does it say what it does? it says imbued with mystical power. No, it doesn't seem to indicate what it'll do. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. So might be able to do something next the next day. So at any rate, with all the cool buffs and all the cool things, I think the game succeeds in a lot of ways. It is big. It is ambitious. It has a lot of systems. Sometimes they are seemingly at odds with one another, but I think they, all told, they kind of play together nicely. I think if the controller support were better, I would, this game would go from being like a 7 out of 10 to like, well, at least an 8, maybe higher. I think the grindiness and the controller support are the two big holdouts for me of like things that just were really rough edges, that I was surprised that they remained as rough as they did for as long as they did, and that they're still, as far as the point at which I recorded this, which was probably in early November, that hadn't been fully resolved. So, those things are, problematic. Outside of that, though, I like it. I like, the crafting was good. The questing was sometimes ludicrous. I think running back and forth between 4 regions was a little bit bananas, and I think quick travel of better kind would have helped maybe with that a little bit. But I did like, our tree here was well done. Definitely incredibly someone put a lot of thought into this. And, we made it to level, I don't think we cracked 50 on any of them, but we 47, 44, 48, 45, 48. So, we did well on, I think, on all these things. So I'd say there was some balance there that by the ending point, we did reasonably well on most of the things. And then, I don't even know how I'd read this. Our movement speed is 126%. All told, 264,000 things. 269 quests completed. I don't know how many. I'm not sure what that means. And then, so did we end up finishing our encyclopedia here? No, there's a whole pile of crops. So I haven't even seen like a billion crops. The fish, I feel like I've probably seen a lot of them, not all of them. Enemies, I haven't seen all of them yet. No, there's still a bunch. Items, no, there's like, I can't even fathom. There's so many items. Well, a lot of food, a lot of other armors and stuff. Pets, yeah, no. Mines. So we got to level 41 in the Sunhaven mines, and the Chlorite mines we did, I thought up to here, we unlocked, so this isn't reading properly. The Navari mines, no. And the Withergate mines, not at all. This whole ticketing thing, I don't know. But amazing. So, again, so much love, so much work went into all those components. So again, I think that's really remarkable. And so that to me is not laziness at all. That is like a lot of thought, a lot of love went into all of that. So I think for the little rough edges that it has that sometimes are an irritant, incredibly irritating, I think it's overridden by the amount of love and care that went into a lot of the elements of this game. So all told, pretty big, remarkable achievement. So, I think it's one of those games I would definitely recommend, but with caveats, with, the caveat that it's going to be grindy, it's going to take you a long time, you're going to be doing a lot of, but again, I think if anyone's into this genre, they're likely going to hear all those words and they're going to go, that's exactly the kind of game I'm looking to play. But I had a good time with it, and I hope you enjoyed watching the series, and we will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.